All right, you guys, man. I was supposed to get to this one last week, man, but like I said, I was on a short hiatus. So we got Tom MacDonald, we got Adam Calhoun with Race War, and I haven't heard the Brave 2 all the way through yet, but I'm actually looking forward to listening to it. I got it on Spotify. I was thinking about live streaming, so let me know how you guys feel about that in the comment section below. I got the lyrics pulled up next to me. I feel like I'm gonna have to unpack a lot of this. So hopefully this comes out well. So um, be patient with me because I don't know how this is going to turn out. So let's get to it.
It's okay to be racist, as long as you hating on the Caucasians, teaching white kids that their shade's the same as school shooters and rapists. Maybe I'm tripping because the white children have been getting taught that they got white privilege by the white guys in the high heels who identify as the white women. I'm not proud to be white, but I'm fine with it, because I'm not allowed to have pride in it, because the colonizers and the white bigots made white history my business. I ain't never gonna give a damn if you like me. I ain't gon' trip when they stereotype me. I'm a white boy, and a white boy like me knows that all lives matter. Bite me. When I was younger, they taught me to never see color, to treat every man as if he was my brother. But now that we're grown up, we hate one another for all of the ways that we struggle and suffer. They coming for blood and we running for cover. The government wants us divided and dumber, addicted and drunk in the gutter, so we never wake up and never recover.
Bro, that circular breathing Tom does is crazy.
Stereotype me. I'm a white boy, and a white boy like me knows that all lives matter. Bite me. When I was younger, they taught me to never see color, to treat every man as if he was my brother. But now that we're grown up, we hate one another for all of the ways that we struggle and suffer. They coming for blood and we running for cover. The government wants us divided and dumber, addicted and drunk in the gutter, so we never wake up and never recover. Call me culture vulture cause I rap good. I don't pop Zans or smoke backwoods, but they call me a wigger and label me Hitler and hate like I'm wearing a Klan hood. It ain't like
whoa, wait a second. Did he say backwoods?
And dumber, addicted and drunk in the gutter, so we never wake up and never recover. Call me culture vulture cause I rap good. I don't pop Zans or smoke backwoods, but they call me a wigger and label me Hitler and hate like I'm wearing a Klan hood. It ain't left or right or black or white, it's good and evil. Elite folks hate normal people. United we stand and divided we fall. America, we gotta get real. You were segregated, that was not fair. You were enslaved, they did not care. But you were never on a plantation, and my generation was not there. That's trauma in your DNA, causing what we see today. I pray to God you staying strong, don't wanna see no man in pain. You white folks, I'm embarrassed. Some of y'all are such Karens. That prejudice you inherited was racism from your parents. Get that poison out your veins. Whites and blacks are all the same. They want us in our graves, just let me try to explain. I swear they want.
Okay. This is not one of those verses that you need to bang your head to. This is one of those verses where you have to really focus and zone in and listen. All right. There were some things that pointed out to me, but when I go through the lyrics, I kind of voice my opinion on that. Being a person that's going through history myself on my own time, like, and really trying to see the truth of things. There's some things I can agree with Tom on, but there's some things I do disagree with, just from what I heard. So be patient with me, okay? All right, so he says it's okay to be racist as long as you hating on the Caucasian, teaching white kids that the shades the same school shooters in. Okay. Maybe I ain't tripping because the white children have been getting taught that they got white privilege. Okay. And this is one of those things that the woke movement kind of ruined, I think. The woke movement polarized something that the black community has felt for a long time. And there's a lot of history being pulled out that is synonymous with that, not just with, we're not talking about slavery at the moment, but there's a lot of history that proves that, even recent history, I'm talking about the last like 30 years. And we're even talking about redlining. We even talking about the war on drugs, the 80, the crack cocaine generation. And it's hard for me to agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, Tom. Like it's hard for me to agree with that. Just based on what I've experienced firsthand in my community. And I'm not looking at it as a victim. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking at it as a victim. I'm looking at it for the facts that present itself. This is a tight subject. And the thing is that we black folks have experienced a lot of these things firsthand. And it's hard to describe because you don't always want to think like that. You don't always want to think about like people having white privilege or whatever like that. But then when you look at the previous generation and you talk about redlining and um, how the banks were giving loans to certain groups of people and not and not my ancestors. It's a lot to unpack right there. So that's the part that I disagree with respectfully. Like the woke movement killed the case for white privilege in the way it's described by the black community. Is I'm friends with a lot of white people. Most of my subscribers, I believe that are Caucasian. So it's like I'm a person that grew up around a lot of white folks. I went to multiracial schools. I'm friends, and now I'm sitting here defending myself. But y'all got to hear me on this. Like we all got to be fair about history, black folks included. You know what I'm saying? Slavery wasn't sweet. You know what I'm saying? Even our own people did some things that historically ain't in our favor. We got to see the whole scope of history, and that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? And that's the kind of thing Tom admitted it further in the verse. He said, by the white guys in the high heels who identifies the white, I'm not proud to be, but I'm fine with it. I guess I'm not allowed to have pride in it. That's funny because in that first bar, he said, white guys in high heels who identify as white women. Guess I'm not allowed to have pride in it. That's crazy. Because I can't have pride in being white, but I could be in high heels and identify and have pride in that. That's I like that. Okay. Because the colonizers and the white bigots made white history my business. I think historically, I think we need to be told the truth. White history, black history, Indian history, any history. It needs to be told the truth. It should not. We all need to see the full scope of what happened before we got here. Because how the world was shaped back then is the reason why we able to enjoy the privileges that we have now. But how they did it needs to be explained clearly. So just how we find out that blacks did enslave their own people, I think that's the same thing. I ain't gonna never give him if you like me. I ain't gonna trip when they stereotype me. I'm a white boy and a white boy like me knows all lies ladders bite me. I'm gonna stay away from that one. When I was younger, they taught me to never see a color. Treat me every man as he was my brother. See, and it's the thing that civil rights, I feel like one thing that we got out of civil rights that might have been a negative is that it forced people who are already racist. It forced people who are already in that cup to forcibly put their arm around people they didn't like, and that's the truth of it. You should never force anybody to put their arm around people they don't like. It's like putting Neosporin on the wound. It ain't gonna heal it completely, but it's still a scar there. You know what I mean? Treat every man as he was my brother. I got, you know what I'm saying? I do that anyway. Treat every man as he was my brother, but now that we're grown up, we hate one another. For all the ways that we struggle and suffer, we come rerunning for cover. The government wants us divided and dumber, addicted and drunk in the gutter, so we never wake up and recover. Yeah, the media feeds off the divide. I agree with that. Go ahead. And he said, "Call me culture vulture because I rap good. I don't pop Zen or smoke black backwoods, but they call me and lay me a Hitler because like I'm wearing a Klan hood. It ain't left or right or black or white. It's good and evil. Elite folks ain't normal people. United we stand and divided to fall. America, we got to get real." Okay. Say you are segregated. That is not fair. You slave. They did not care, but you were never on a plantation, and my generation was not there. Okay, so I think he went into it later on in the verse, right? So but in my generation was not there. That's trauma in your DNA because what we see today. I pray to God that you staying strong. Don't want to see no man in pain. White folks, I'm embarrassed. Some of y'all are such Karens. That prejudice you inherit was racism from your parents. Get that poison out your veins. Whites are all the same. They want us in our graves. Just let me explain. Okay. He's right. That trauma does carry in the DNA. That's the part. And when you go into the logistics of that, that sticks with us. That sticks with us. The thing is that because of the past, we have this here. You know what I'm saying? Had America really made everything even, we wouldn't have this. So intentionally, the way things are was planned. Well, the way things are was manufactured. The divide is manufactured. I think certain points in history that people was coming together and people decided to, you know what I'm saying, make it weird between us. I think we all can work together to build a better community. But I think we really have to sit down and talk. Otherwise, we can't have no growth. This has to be a conversation that we all have to have as people. We can't sit up here and run from it. And the constant, and I'm sorry I'm so long-winded on this first verse, but the constant angst that is jumping from generation to generation ain't wrong. You know what I'm saying? The jump, like the constant, like we are crying out generation by generation about something that is perpetually here. You know what I'm saying? It's perpetually here. It's just prepackaged. Well, you know what I'm saying? When my ancestors was here, it was slavery. Today, it might be critical race theory. You know, it's repackaged and changed. Time is cyclical. Things repeat. You know what I'm saying? So they can't do it like they used to. But then now they talking about, prison industrial complex. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot to say in there. And I was like, I can't explain it all in this song. I'm so sorry. Well, I'm so sorry, man. This is one of the subjects I've been really going over with myself, so I'm quite passionate about it. And I apologize for having y'all sit here for 13 minutes off the first verse.
Let me try to explain. I swear they want us in a race war, dying every day for whose lives matter more. I won't be dying in the race war. Our government is paid for, 'cause our lives matter more.
That wasn't a hook I actually explained. I didn't think that would be a hook that sound like that. I like it, but I didn't think that hook would sound like that. So guys, let's talk about the sponsor of this video, Extra Wallet. Guys, it only took me about a minute to fall in love with this wallet. Favorite part about this wallet is the super slim look, quick card access, and the RFID protection, you know, wireless stuff. They also have a specialized portable tool card featuring SIM card pin, bottle opener, and as well as a flathead screwdriver, bro. Look, in addition to this tool card, you also get this tracker. Just simply connect to your Chipolo app, and in case you lose your wallet, as well as your phone, you'll be able to find it. And guys, Extra got their own summer sale going on all the way up until November 3rd, man. You can get up to 25% off site-wide by using the code Mugnify, man. And please, once again, check the link in the description. You get up to 25% off by using my code Mugnify, man. And that goes to supporting the channel. Thank you.
Before you 25, get shot over your shoes. You gon' get killed by police even when you follow the rules. If you listen to the news, you gon' believe all this is true. I ain't feel no white guilt. They don't ride for me when I'm killed. I guess white lies don't matter, it's sad, but that's the way that I feel. I feel like they feel like I don't know
I love, I love Adam's delivery. I want to go back.
You 25, get shot over your shoes. You gon' get killed by police even when you follow the rules. If you listen to the news, you gon' believe all this is true. True, I ain't feel no white guilt. They don't ride for me when I'm killed. I guess white lies don't matter, sad, but that's the way that I feel. I feel like they feel like I don't know what they all call me. Cis white male, bigot, racist, he's a Nazi. That's not me. I'm not one of these white liberal commies who think black America needs allies in they army. Your neighborhood's all gay and claim you pro-black, but you faking. Guys are dying on the pavement. All your hashtags won't save them. That ain't gangster. People begging for their life still. I know white people who can't afford to pay their light bill, who might feel like they the ones who losing their life, when the worst thing you could be is not ashamed to be white. White privilege is a system they position for division. If you black, you go to prison. If you white, your life is different. Take some money, race religion, sprinkle in some ammunition, and make everyone believe that the other team is the villain. I ain't pro-black, I ain't pro-white, I'm pro-American. Every color turns up bones one day when you bury them. Whites and blacks are all the same. They want us in our graves. Just let me try to explain.
Adam took me on a roller coaster of emotions right there. Because while I felt like he was going somewhere, he also brought it back and made the plane even. You know what I'm saying? So I like Adam's verse in that aspect. He said, if you're born black, you lose. You might as well go and get that. You gonna die before you 25, get shot over your shoes. That happens. I've heard about stuff like that. You gonna get killed by police even when you follow the rules. If you listen to the news, you're gonna believe all this is true. I ain't feeling they won't riot me for when I'm killed. And then when I heard that bar right there, that kind of reminded me of a Burden's song he did a few years ago, that I reacted to. And that's true. Unfortunately, we ain't rioting for, we ain't rioting for that, and that's the thing. I can't, you don't see that, you know what I'm saying? You don't see people rioting for, when white folks are killed by the cops, you know what I'm saying? You don't see it. So why not? Why not? And I just feel like, I think the polarization of the white policeman killing a black man is also synonymous with the taskmaster killing a slave. You know what I'm saying? That we got to ride through that too. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot I can say about this. Like, and I agree with Adam's assessment on that one. Because we don't, you know what I'm saying? But also, let's say some of the shootings, those shooters were left in handcuffs. That same thing happened. It ain't no situation that I've seen yet where a black man leaves alive after he's done that kind of crime. You know what I mean? But when it's vice versa, hey, they getting carried out, taking to Burger King. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, this is a tough song to get through. It is. And it does hit a few buttons even within me. But I gotta be fair with myself. If they can feel the way they feel and rap this song, I'm allowed to feel what I feel. Even if it stings a little bit. In this song, I feel like it really brings attention to the conversation that we need to have. You know what I'm saying? It really brings the attention. You know what I'm saying? We got to cover everything. You know what I'm saying? We can do this. You know what I'm saying? As a community of Americans and stuff, like, we can do this and really create a true great American culture. But we gotta smooth that out. We gotta heal that wound, bro. We gotta heal that wound. And it ain't been healed yet. It ain't been healed yet. I got wounds on me from when I played football. That ain't healed. That reminds me, a wound can remind you of a situation. So until they repair that wound and give it what it needs, it's still going to be there historically, but it's healed. It doesn't hurt no more. And I feel like every few decades that wound gets reopened, it gets torn open. And you got this. So say they don't I feel like they don't feel like I know what they all call me. Cis white male bigot, and he's a Nazi. That's not me. I'm not one of these white commies. You think Black America needs allies? Who think Black America needs allies in their army? Your neighborhood's all gang. You claim you pro-black, but you faking. You guys are dying on the pavement. All your hashtag was saved. If that ain't gangster, people begging for their light still. You know why who can't afford to pay their light bill? Who might feel like they the ones who losing their life when the worst thing you think, well, the worst thing you could be is not ashamed to be white. White privilege is a system. They position for division. If you go to prison, if he acknowledged it. He just said he acknowledged what I just said. If you black, you go to prison. If you're white, it's different. Take some money, race, religion, sprinkle on some ammunition. You make everyone believe that the other team is the villain. I ain't pro-black. I ain't pro-white. I'm pro-American. Every color touches the bone one day when you bury them. There's a lot to unpack on that one. But I think Adam just explained it so frankly that, it doesn't need an explanation. White privilege is a system. Bam. And then he elaborated on that system. He's even honest about that. So yeah, I got to give him kudos for being honest about that. He sees it too. So, and we seen cases like this. I've heard stories of people having the same crime, being in the same place. One person goes to jail, the other one gets probation. And it happens. Like, we have to be honest, y'all. We got to be honest. You know what I'm saying? There are white people who can't afford to pay their light bill, just like the black folks that live in a project. There are white people who can't afford to pay light bills, who out there running on candles. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's really the media who is pushing these narratives and stereotyping and polarizing certain things, because you never see the white folks on welfare on TV. Well, we are the staple. The black community is the staple for welfare. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I've seen through the media in all my years. You know what I'm saying? I've seen whenever they talk about welfare, who they got. Whenever they talking about pro-life, when they talk about pro-life, who the staple for pro-life? Who's the staple for crime? Who's the staple? Like, that's how they market it. So everybody naturally gets, those stereotypes built for them. You know what I'm saying? Get those stereotypes built for them, and then all of a sudden, now you have a stereotype. Now and sometimes even when I'm around my own people, I get scared. You know what I'm saying? When there's too many people around, or when I'm walking past somebody, like, I even fear that. And I'm like, why do I fear my own people? Why do I fear my own people, period? Like, I shouldn't do that. I should feel safest around the people who look like me. But come on now. Let's be honest. Be honest in the comments, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all ain't gonna like my statements. But I want to be as fair as I can. You know what I'm saying? Because even in history, there were white historians who disagreed with that narrative. You know what I'm saying? Who actually told the truth. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to them for doing that. But that's not the narrative that people want to build. You know what I'm saying? A lot of black folks invented things, but we barely know who they are. Whose fault is that? And for black folks, we left it up to the people who don't want us in the limelight positively, in a positive look. We allowed them to control our image that they presented to the world. So now that same disdain is everywhere in the world. You know what I mean? So we got some things we need to be accountable for too. You know what I'm saying? I encourage anybody to go research history. I encourage everybody to go research history and really get the truth of things. Not listening to Thomas Sowell. Go and listen to some people that disagree with Thomas so well. Get the full scope of things. I'm spitting. But yeah, I'm sorry. This is a sensitive subject.
Swear they want us in a race war, dying every day for whose lives matter more. I won't be dying in the race war. Our government is paid for, 'cause our lives matter more. They want us in a race war, dying in the streets. Should be us against them, but it's you against me. Ain't nobody gonna win. Everybody gon' see that the color of your skin don't change the color that you bleed. I swear they want us in a race war, dying every day for whose lives matter more. I won't be dying in the race war. Our government is paid for, 'cause our lives matter more.
Shout out to Tom MacDonald for doing Tom MacDonald and Adam Calhoun for doing a tough song. Shout out to them for speaking their mind. Shout out to them for allowing us as the reactors to feel what we need to feel and respond. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some things I disagree with what they said, but ultimately I do agree. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? And there's one thing I want to there's at the end of the day, we do need to settle our differences. I do agree with that. But saying that we all the same because we bleed the same color blood, I feel a little indifferent about that, honestly. I get it. I get what they're trying to say. I get what they're trying to say. But I think what everybody needs to do, here's my advice. People appreciate Black expression. It's Black expression is appreciate our culture. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it expressed and when I say our cultural expressions, like just the things that we do, respect us for that. You know what I'm saying? You know, our grandfathers, our great grandfathers, they didn't get the chance to put on their own bootstraps and make something for themselves when they wanted to. The world that they lived in is not the world we living in. But back then, it was a rougher place. It was a rougher place, and that needs to be told. Them stories need to be told. You know, for people to bring understanding, people need to know these things. You know what I'm saying? We can't continue to just blanket racism as something that just happened and we need to get over it. That's so disrespectful. That's so disrespectful because you wouldn't want me to say the same thing about 9/11. You wouldn't want me to say the same thing about, you know, what happened in that's something that rhymes with hollow boss. Okay, y'all don't want me to say that. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that whole narrative that's saying that we wasn't there, yes, y'all was. No, but I ain't gonna get spooky with that explanation. But that whole narrative to say that we wasn't there is just dismissing it. Don't dismiss that, and don't call us victims all the time when it's still happening today. It still happens, and we can't deny that. Don't deny that. That's wrong. Y'all seen the Montgomery ball, dude. Y'all saw what happened in the Montgomery ball, right? That was 2 months ago, a month and a half ago. Y'all saw what happened. Don't act like you ain't see it. Okay? Y'all saw it. All right. Let me get out of here before I say something. But I'll catch you guys later. Shout out to Adam Calhoun and Tom. Let me know if you guys want me to do let me know if you guys want me to do a live stream on the Brave. I'm gonna try to ask them to see if I can live stream it. Because I don't want to get blocked. So, all right, I'll catch y'all later, man. Peace.